Have you ever tried to tell a story without using any details? It's pretty boring, right? Well, that's a world without adjectives. Today, we are diving deep into the words that paint pictures, add emotion, and bring language to life. If you want to make your writing and speaking more vivid and powerful, you have come to the right place. So here's our game plan. First, we'll nail down exactly what an adjective is. Then we'll check out the 6 different types. After that, we'll uncover the secret rule for putting them in the right order, and we'll see how to use them to compare things. And finally, you'll get a chance to test what you've learned. Let's get started. All right, first things first, we have to start with the absolute basics, the foundation of all descriptive language. So what is an adjective? What's its real job in a sentence? Simply put, an adjective is a describing word. That's its whole mission. It adds detail to a noun or a pronoun, a person, place, or thing. It answers questions like, what kind is it? Or how many are there? Think of adjectives as the spice you add to a bland sentence to give it flavor. This is where it all comes together. Just look at this little story. Now, try reading it in your head without the bold words. A girl has a puppy. The puppy has fur and a tail. See? It works, but it's kind of dull. But when we add back words like little, cute, soft, and playful, the entire scene just pops. That's what adjectives do. Okay, so we know adjectives add detail, but not all adjectives are created equal. They do different jobs. It's kind of like having a toolbox where each tool is designed for a specific task. Let's open up that box and see what's inside. And here they are, the 6 main tools. First, you've got your describing adjectives. These are the ones we think of most, like a happy dog or a sunny day. Then you have quantity and number, which are all about measurement, like some coffee versus 2 sugars. Demonstrative adjectives point things out for us, not just any car, but this car. Possessive adjectives, well, they show who owns something, like your phone. And last but not least, interrogative adjectives help us ask questions, like which one do you want? Now for something really cool. This is a rule that pretty much every native English speaker follows without even knowing it exists. When you use a bunch of adjectives before a noun, you can't just throw them in any old way. There's a secret, unwritten order that just sounds right. And getting it right is key to sounding natural. And here it is, the secret code. It basically flows from your general opinion to the hard facts. You start with quantity, then your opinion, then you move to physical traits like size and color, and you finish with where it's from and what it's for. It looks a little complicated, but your brain probably does this automatically. Just listen to this monster of a phrase. 3 beautiful, large, old, round brown Italian wooden dining tables. It's a lot, I know, but it sounds perfectly correct, doesn't it? That's because every single word is in its proper place. Now try to scramble it. 3 wooden, beautiful dining Italian tables. Ugh, it just sounds wrong. That's the power of this hidden rule. So adjectives are great for describing one thing. But what if you want to compare 2 things, or 3 things, or more? Well, that's another one of their superpowers. To do this, we use what we call the 3 degrees of comparison. This chart breaks it down perfectly. You start at the positive degree. That's your basic adjective, like tall or beautiful. To compare 2 things, you shift into the comparative degree, which usually means adding er or the word more. So taller or more beautiful. And when you want to compare 3 or more things and crown a champion, you go all the way to the superlative, the tallest, the most beautiful. It's that simple. Good, better, best. Okay, that's enough theory. We've talked about the types, the order, and how to compare. Now it's time to see what you've learned. Let's do a quick quiz. All you have to do is find the adjective. Ready? Okay, first one. She wore a red dress. Which word is doing the describing here? It's red. That one's pretty straightforward, right? It's telling us the color of the dress. All right, how about this one? We saw 3 birds. What's the adjective? You got it. It's 3. That's a classic adjective of number. Let's keep going. This cake is delicious. Where's the descriptive word? Of course. Delicious. That's an opinion adjective telling us about the quality of the cake. Okay, this one's a little trickier. His car is faster than mine. Can you spot it? And the answer is faster. That's one of our comparative adjectives, comparing the 2 cars. Nice one. All right, last one. They live in a big house. What's the final adjective here? It's big, describing the size. Fantastic. If you got all of those, you are well on your way to mastering adjectives. So let's just do a super quick recap. Number 1, adjectives are your detail words. 2, you've got 6 different types in your toolbox. 3, order matters when you use more than one. And 4, they have 3 levels of power for making comparisons. If you can remember those 4 things, you're golden. So now you've got a solid handle on adjectives, the words we use to describe things. But that leaves us with a really interesting question. If adjectives describe nouns, what kind of word do we use to describe an action? We'll get into that next time. Thanks for watching.